Everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Bhumi Kavi, pursuing my computer science and engineering from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Bangalore. Today, I am here to explain the topic Urban Air Pollution Management, Solid Waste Management and Urban Flood Control. Let us discuss about urban air pollution management. Urbanization and rapid industrialization have benefited mankind and made the life of humans easier and comfortable. However, both urbanization and industrialization also pose harm to mankind, the top of which is air pollution. Urban air pollution refers to the air pollution in and around cities. Denser populations experience more urban air pollution. Air pollution affects human health as well as the climate of an area. According to WHO, that is World Health Organization, 4.2 million deaths every year occur as a result of exposure to ambient or outdoor air pollution. Although there are some natural sources of urban air pollution, most of the sources are anthropogenic and largely depend on the activities of people. Urban air pollution sources. It includes transportation. The use of private vehicles, particularly older or diesel models, is the major source of urban air pollution. The US Environmental Protection Agency estimates that about 75% of VOC emissions by weight come from transportation. About one quarter of particulate matter in the air is due to vehicles. Next one is domestic use of fossil fuels. Half of the world population still relies on solid fuels for cooking and heating. These fuels, including wood, charcoal, and coal, are burned in inefficient stoves that release large quantities of health damaging particulate matter and climate warming pollutants into the nearby environment. In addition, it is estimated that nearly 1.2 billion people light their home with kerosene lamps, additionally contributing to air pollution and increasing risk of respiratory and cardiovascular diseases. Next one is industrialization. Industrialization is also a major contributor to urban air pollution as the area having industries particularly show poor air quality. Factories release many toxic gases due to the burning of fossil fuels and the use of chemicals. These gases react with each other and with other atmospheric constituents. It is estimated that around 80 different toxins can be found in the air emitted by factories from asbestos and dioxin to lead and chromium. Urban air pollution management. We can control urban air pollution by reducing the use of fossil fuels and which reduces the demand for electricity and which reduces demand for private cars, that is public transportation or car sharing, and switches to renewable energy. Clean up pollution. Catalytic converters on cars which removes toxins from car emissions and also switching to or maintaining green architecture and design. Let us move on to solid waste management. Solid waste management, the collecting, treating and disposing of solid material that is discarded because it has served its purpose or is no longer useful. Improper disposal of municipal solid waste can create unsanitary conditions, and these conditions in turn can lead to pollution of the environment and to outbreaks of vector-borne diseases, that is, diseases spread by rodents, that is, rats, and insects. The tasks of solid waste management present complex technical challenges. They also pose a wide variety of administrative, economic, and social problems that must be managed and solved. How to manage solid waste? Here are the methods of solid waste disposal and management. Solid waste open burning, seed dumping process, solid waste sanitary landfills, incineration method, composting process, disposal of blowing into the fields, disposal by hog feeding, salvaging procedure, fermentation or biological digestion. Let's move on to urban floods. Urban flooding is significantly different from rural flooding as urbanization leads to developed catchments which increases the flood peaks from 1.8 to 8 times and flood volumes by up to 6 times. Consequently, flooding occurs very quickly due to faster flow times, that is, in a matter of minutes. Urban areas are densely populated and people living in vulnerable areas suffer due to flooding, sometimes resulting in loss of life. It is not only the event of flooding, but the secondary effect of exposure to infection also has its toll in terms of human suffering, loss of livelihood, and in extreme cases, loss of life. Urban areas are also centers of economic activities with vital infrastructure which needs to be protected 24/7. In most of these cities, damage to vital infrastructure has a bearing not only for the state and the country, but it could even have global implications. Major cities in India have witnessed loss of life and property, disruption in transport and power, and incidents of epidemics. Therefore, management of urban flooding has to be accorded top priority. Increasing trend of urban flooding is a universal phenomenon and poses of great challenge to urban planners the world over. Problems associated with urban floods range from relatively localized incidents to major incidents resulting in cities being inundated from hours to several days. Therefore, the impact can also be widespread, including temporary relocation of people, damage to civic amenities, deterioration of water quality, and risk of epidemics. Let us know how to control urban flood. To control urban flood, elevate the furnace, water heater, air conditioner and other utilities. Install check valves in sewer traps to prevent flood water backups. And construct interior barriers to stop low-level flood water from entering basements. And the last one is seal walls in basements with waterproofing compounds to avoid seepage. Thank you for watching. Please do like the video and subscribe to my channel.